Diego High School class of 1941. San Diego, along with the rest of the country, was in the mood for change. These faces represent the optimism and innocence that they thought lay ahead. They were the last class to graduate in Balboa Park's Organ Pavilion.
It was a wonderful time. The fear and the threat of the Depression was fading. Way in the distance, we had read and heard about what was going on in Europe, but it hadn't touched our lives.
Katherine CONGDON was senior class president.
Well, it was a happy time when people were beginning to feel like they could do something again besides go to Goodwill and buy their kids pajamas and shoes and socks. And that happened. It happened to me.
Full of promise, many graduates headed for college, but their education and life as they knew it ended abruptly on December 7th.
The Second World War had the most dramatic effect on me of anything that's ever happened in my life.
Tom Warburton had been a high school letterman, a typical teenager, ready for the good times.
You know, I was 18 years old, and I'd had about 9 months in college, and I was called up. It was expected of you that you were going to serve. You knew it. And unfortunately, when it first started out, it looked very glamorous. When it ended up, it was anything but glamorous. The war had a tremendous impact on San Diego. I mean, we went from a little village practically to a major city.
Marion Jepson was class vice president.
Well, San Diego was quite an exciting place in those days when the war started. So I'm sure some innocence was robbed somewhere. It filled immediately with ships and sailors, and we even had Army here.
Ikuku Kuratomi was #1 scholastically in her class and president of the Girls Athletic Association. Her parents ran a shoe store downtown. On December 7th, everything changed.
They were about to go to church, and then I guess the FBI men came and said possibly that they wanted to question him. So when they took my father, he told my mother that he would be back in a little while. But he never did come back.
Ikuko abruptly left UC Berkeley to run the family business. She, her mother, and sister were relocated to one camp. Her father had been interned at another. It would be years before the family would be reunited.
I'd feel quite resentful that my parents were put away like that. I know that they would not have done anything to jeopardize this country's safety.
Following the war, most picked up where they had left off. Ikuko became a medical technician. Marion and Tom became educators and married. And ironically, Katherine's job took her back to her alma mater as school librarian. For the class of 1941, it's time to come home.
It's like life has come a full circle. 50 years is a lifetime. And it's a way for me to say hello again and goodbye, really, to a lot of us. A lot of us are not feeling well, and we won't be around that much longer. So it's very important